This is an introductory video to something called Eugene Perma-Ledger. Here we're looking at the Eugene Perma-Ledger dashboard. Just a note point, Perma-Ledger was evolved out of a project called FarmOS, which is an open source project, and I will put some links to that particular website. So back to Perma-Ledger, or Eugene Perma-Ledger. We created this to track basically seed growing, and you know, we've been using this now for 4 years. As I mentioned before, we're looking at the dashboard. This is what we see when we log into Perma-Ledger, and as you can see here, there's a series of upcoming tasks on the left side of the screen. These are planned seedings for 2024 and 2025, and this rotates. So in other words, as we complete tasks, more tasks will appear, because we have a complete year planned already for seedings. And what I should say is, what do we class as a seeding? It's when we take a seed and we put it into soil. So that might be in the gardens, or in a garden, or it might be into a seed tray. And next year we'll be using a lot of sealed blocks, which I'll do a video on then. So what we're seeing here, just repeating myself, is it says today is September 17, 2024, which is when I'm recording this. On the left, again, I'm repeating myself, here is a listing of current tasks. We're in 2 days we're due to seed arugula, and we tend to see things like this, a crop type we could say, which is arugula here. We could, although it signifies a particular kind, which is astro arugula, we could seed any of the arugula seeds we've got, and we have quite a number of different kinds. So this is sort of a guidance of a particular crop at a particular seed, needing to be seeded at a particular time. So just a quick insight into, I mentioned FarmOS before. We actually took FarmOS and we modified it by taking this part of the application called areas, which is what I'm pointing at, and as we'll see in a minute, FarmOS is designed for a single farm or a single location. We took it and modified it so that it could be used for multiple locations that we can track as time passes. So here on the right hand side of the screen, you can see all the different people that we've worked with or are currently working with, largely in and around Eugene area, but some are in different countries, and some are in different states. The main point is that this part of things, and I'm going to go into all this in greater detail in coming videos, this is the difference between FarmOS and Perma-Ledger. In FarmOS, we'd be looking at different areas on the farm. Here we're looking at different properties. And again, I can go into this, well, I will go into this in greater detail. Another thing I just wanted to show quickly is what can be logged in Perma-Ledger or FarmOS. And every entry into the system here is classed as a log event. So this gives you an idea of what can be logged here. We've got activities, births, harvests, inputs, maintenance, medical, observations, purchases, sales, seedings, soil tests, trainings, transplantings, water tests, and worker health, all of which can be tracked in FarmOS and Eugene Perma-Ledger or Perma-Ledger. And the reason I say Perma-Ledger, what we're trying to do is expand this into different towns and cities. We have two main guiding principles here. First of all is most food is eaten in cities, towns and villages, and yet it's grown a long way away. The USDA estimates 1,500 miles from fresh food growing to fresh food eating, which makes no sense. And you know, the other guiding principle that we have is, if you eat, you're in. That's from our friends in the United Kingdom. Incredible edible Todmorden. Okay, so that's the intro to Perma-Ledger. I will be going into all those both areas and logs as time passes, and thank you very much for taking the time to watch to the end.